Morning, my dear students. Today we are discussing about trematode infections. So trematode infections, it is also parasites infections. It is also parasitic or parasites infection. Parasite infection. So in here, which type of worms are involved here? Flat worms. So before classes, we are discussing about the worms, round worms, hook worms, tapeworms. Different types of worms are involved in there, but trematode is the flat worms are involved in here. So it is also known as the flatworms or trematode infections is also known as a flux. So it is also known as a flux or flux. So here infections with it is a group of parasites, simply group of parasites. So he is known as a trematode infections. It is a parasitic infection. Here, which type of worms are involved? Flat worms are is known as a flux. So here, these are them not only presented in India. In India, these type of disorders or diseases are not occur in India. It is occur in the especially Africa. In Africa countries, these type of disorders are identified in the human being. So what are the disorders? Like is number one is schistosoma hematobium. So schistosoma hematobium, it is a one of the parasitic disorder. One of the parasitic disorder is known as a flukes. So it is a parasitic disorder. It is a we are already discussed about that. It is a flatworm. It is a flatworm. It is the infected in the various part of the body, different body parts, different body parts different body parts are occur in these disease occur in the schistosoma hematobium occur in the human body in the different body parts. What are there? Like blood vessels and gastrointestinal tract, GIT, lungs, liver, and etc. Depends upon the species. So here, what is the pathophysiology? What is the pathophysiology? Pathophysiology, the adult worm lives, the live adult worm, the live adult worm, the live adult worm is presented in the especially bladder. Presented in the especially bladder. So after that, in the bladder too, some eggs are penetrate to intestinal bladder mucosa. Some eggs are penetrate to bladder mucosa or intestine, bladder mucosa or intestine. And the next one, remaining one, these are all are the live adult the trematode infectives or parasites. It is presented in the bladder. In the bladder, it containing the urine. In the urine, in the bladder, they are well developed. Some are going to again entering into bladder mucosa and intestine. Remaining one is the eliminated through as a urine. Urine or stool. Passed through the urine and stool. Remaining is presented in the host cell organisms, means a human being. The next one, these remaining cells are transported through the portal system to liver, entering into the liver, transport system through the liver. Occasionally these are the occur in the not only liver, sometimes it occurs in the lungs, CNS, and spinal cord, and etc also entering in our body. After that, what happened? First of all, it is present in the bladder. Some are entering into the return to the intestine and bladder mucosal, and remaining all are eliminated through the urine and stool. That remaining compounds are presented in the liver, and sometimes it occurs in the lungs and as well as the CNS and spinal cord. So here, the excreted eggs are some are the eliminated through as a urine and stool. So these are the these are eggs are attached to the water and water. After in the water, entering into the water in the environment condition, it is at that moment it is going to multiplication means the development occur in the water. So after that, so the water taken by human body, in the human body also it is in the human body it presents the cystosoma hematobium is presented. So in that, from the body to some from the body, and as well as the surface of the body to water is attached to the surface of the body means skin. Through the skin, penetrating occur entering into the body and body organs. So in the body organ travel through the blood vessels and reaches to the total organs like lungs, liver, and etc also. So this is about the pathophysiology of trematode infections. And the next one, what is the signs and symptoms? Signs and symptom. What is the signs and symptom? So signs and symptom, first one is rashes occur on the skin, and the next one, fever, chills, cough, nausea, vomiting, and the next one, sometime abdominal pain, sickness. So diarrhea, and fistula, and etc is occur in the body. So how to diagnose it, how to identify this disease in the body? Diagnosis. So it is a diagnosis is the first one is a microscopic examination of stool. Microscopic examination of stool and urine, and serological tests. Serologic test. These two are the diagnostic methods. And treatment. So treatment is the first one, paraziquantel. Drug is a treatment. These drugs are used for the treatment of the particular disease and prevention. Finally, prevention. What is the prevention? So prevention is the first one is avoid the contaminated water. And the next one, fresh water use. And the next one, avoid them dirt water, and we are use only hot water before the drink, these are the prevention methods for trematode infection. So if you have any doubts from this topic, tomorrow we will discuss. Thank you.